Hi, welcome to Sun Tribe Tarot. My name is Zelda, and this is going to be a monthly love reading for Taurus for September. How are my Taurus people doing? I hope you guys are great. Let's see what the cards have to say though, but yeah, it is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates and leave the rest. There might be different messages for different people, for different Tauruses. Um, it is a love reading, so for a lot of you, it's going to be about like a romantic connection, but for some of you, instead, it could be about like a family member, a close friend, a colleague, but definitely somebody you have emotional ties to. So just again, take it how it resonates for you. Taurus, if your sun sign does not resonate, please check out your moon sign, your rising sign, as well as your Venus and Jupiter sign to see if any messages in those readings resonate with you. And if not, I'm not picking up on your energy this time. I'm sorry. Hopefully next reading. But yeah, also when I read for you and for the person you're dealing with, the energies I mentioned can actually apply to your situation in reverse. It can be complete vice versa. So these are energies, they're not fixed. Again, take it as it resonates for you. But let's see what energies are influencing you for the rest of September when it comes to your relationships, Taurus. Taurus love. Taurus love for September. Taurus love for the rest of September. Okay. So I have the Five of Cups crowning your reading, Taurus. So there's emotional conflict or change that you're experiencing. Taurus. I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Ooh. Ace of Cups. Nice. I have the Six of Wands. Just want to show you the cards as they drop. I have the Two of Cups in reverse. I have the Eight of Cups. Taurus love. I have the Three of Wands in reverse. Excuse me. The Queen of Cups. Taurus. The King of Swords. Taurus love for September. Okay, well, I have the Sun in reverse. Anything else for Taurus love for September? Wow, the Tower in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I just felt like I need to pull out another card. Okay. So, Taurus, let me take a look at what I have here. Well, what it looks like so far is that you're going through a massive change, or you're going through a conflict in an emotional way with the person you're dealing with here. Like it could be a breakup, it could be taking a break, it could be fighting. It's there could be betrayals, there could be disappointments, loss, sadness, grief. There's just emotional change here along with conflict or loss. But For you, this is not a bad experience. For the person you're dealing with, however, it is. The person you're dealing with looks like they're not feeling the emotional connection between you two any longer, and they're walking away. They're putting some emotional distance between you and them, or maybe even physical distance, because I have the 3 wands there too. So there definitely could be physical distance being put between you and them. So for you, Taurus, I have the Ace of Cups along with the 6 of Wands, which is great. For you, this is a new beginning, a new emotional page, chapter, journey starting for you. Also, you have new emotional understanding. Maybe you even are feeling new emotions, and it's actually giving you a lot of self-confidence. You feel victorious. You feel like you're winning, like you're on top. You're getting some attention. This could be a new love interest, or it's just a new way of looking at relationships. It's like a new emotional perspective you have, a beginning that includes a beginning of some sort that makes you feel victorious and happy and confident. And the person you're dealing with, like I said, we have the 2 of Cups in reverse along with the 6 of Cups, right? No, 8 of Cups. I don't know why I said 6 of Cups. 8 of Cups in the upright. So once there was a very strong emotional connection between you two, and it might have been mutual. It's like possibly it could have been a soulmate or a twin flame or a very close friend, somebody you had mutual emotions. You had emotions for each other. But yeah, just like in this visual, how this person is just not interested, like they feel like they've had enough and they're just walking away. And that's looks like what the person you're dealing with is doing or is about to do. They're putting distance between you and them. Emotional also could be physical. So between you, I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Also the 3 of Wands in reverse. Lack of patience. One of you or both of you could be very stubborn. Also, this is like no longer wanting to put in work into this connection or relationship, not finding this connection stable, trustworthy, or prosperous. There could be problems with commitment and loyalty. Or again, just lack of being invested. Like you guys are not working or investing into this connection relationship anymore. There is no more patience. Both of you are no longer making any plans with each other, not including each other in your future plans, and again, putting some distance between you and them. Whew, okay. You have no more passion for them. Wow. Well. Oh. So for you, this Ace of Cups could also be self-love. If there's nobody new in your life, then this is like self-love, self-care, self-nurture, also getting in touch with your intuition, and feeling more self-confident or victorious or successful in doing so. But I also have the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Cups, along with the 5 of Cups, clarifying your cards, Taurus. Now keep in mind, for some of you, like I said, what I'm reading about you, Taurus, could apply to your situation and vice versa. This could be the person you're dealing with who's going through this or feeling this way, and you're the one who's walking away from them or putting distance between you two. Again, for some of you, it just will be vice versa, so keep that in mind. Take it how it resonates. But it looks like here, Taurus, um, there's disappointment. So maybe I was wrong when I said this is not really affecting you like negatively. Um, because I do have the Five of Cups, and that is disappointment, just like the card crowning your reading. This is about loss. This is about feeling betrayed or abandoned. There's emotional conflict between you and this person. You actually may offer them love, your emotions, your feelings, or your care. If for some of you, you could even offer like an apology to this person. For some of you, may not resonate with everybody, but if so, then this is just, it's not going to be enough. The other person is not interested and they're walking away, emotionally putting distance, possibly physical distance as well. There could be control issues between you two, or big egos, clash of egos. Or they just feel like you're not trustworthy, that you're not like loyal or stable, like you want to go out and play the field, or you go after whatever sparks your interest, and you're not very grounded, and they don't really trust you. For some of you, the person you're dealing with could see you this way. Yeah, the person you're dealing with, or you see the person you're dealing with this way, but the person you're dealing with, I have the Temperance in reverse, so they feel very out of balance. They could be like overindulging to cope, drinking too much, partying a lot, socializing too much, gossiping, or substance abuse, addictions, I don't know, having too much of a good thing. So, but they definitely have imbalance, lack of harmony, and they have no patience. Ooh, so I have the Seven of Swords. They're trying to get away. They're trying to escape, but they're making this escape, like they're very strategical. They're thinking it through, and they may be playing some politics here, like word or mind games, or like I said, being very strategic about how they're going to exit this connection. For some of you, they could also be lying. They could be playing word games, tricks, going behind your back, doing things when you're not aware of it, and putting distance between you two. Maybe this for some of you, this may come as a surprise, how this person starts, gets up and starts walking away from you, putting distance between you two. They just don't feel the connection anymore, that emotional connection you once had. They feel disappointed. Well, you feel disappointed. Yeah, there's no leap of faith here. There's a lot of stress. I have the Nine of Swords. The person you're dealing with is under a great deal of stress. Taurus, they have anxieties. They may have some guilt, some worries, some fears. They're just overthinking and very much up in their head, like overthinking things, and very stressed out. They're trying to leave. And you're over here like you're being turned down or something, or just, you're not getting, like you're offering love, but you're not getting it in return. Instead, you're getting disappointment, rejection, or loss in return. And you may get angry, or you may get frustrated. You may try to control the situation here. But I think you're also losing passion, Taurus, moving forward. All right, well, I have the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords here. So I'm strongly getting that one of you is the Queen of Cups and the other of you is the King of Swords. So Taurus, one of you may be very emotional, nurturing, loving, like they like to share their love and feelings. They're very like warm-hearted, intuitive, maybe even creative. The other individual is more like keep to themselves. Somebody who's more logical, more based on being rational, but may come off kind of cold. They're smart, they're intellectual, they're logical, but they're not very emotional, and they may not readily share their thoughts, let alone their feelings. So I'm getting two people like that. It's possible. And there is the sun in reverse, so there is unhappiness, lack of clarity, unhappiness. Also, it could be where one of you feels like they're being controlled, or they're just not free in this relationship or connection. I have the Tower in reverse, so this is like trying to avoid a disaster, or trying to avoid a disaster from like a situation from escalating. It could, because it starts with a 5 of Cups, so there's already like conflict, and possibly one of you at least feels like this is becoming a disaster, turn into a failure, a loss. Maybe both of you feel that way, but there is still wanting to avoid the situation from getting worse, from it getting really ugly. Also, this is about trying to overcome this disaster, trying to move on from it, trying to heal from it. Yeah, both of you seem healthy, but it's just like you guys the emotions aren't there anymore. They're changing, and you guys are just not vibrating on the same level. So far, that's what I'm seeing. There is stagnancy. There is no offer of value here, no potential. And there is a sense of feeling rejected or abandoned by the other individual, being left out in the cold. For some of you, could also be experiencing financial losses or change in your money, your property, your income, your material security. There could be some change or loss or conflicts or challenges you're going to face, that you could be in a period, or you could be entering a period where there is stagnancy in regards to your finances, or if it's not you, the person you're dealing with could be dealing with such issues, possibly. But there is a like somebody here, whoever feels rejected, abandoned, or also are experiencing financial loss or conflict. They want to turn this over in their favor. They want to come back out from the cold, or they don't want to be left out in the cold. They don't want to lose you, or you don't want to lose them, depending on who this resonates with, you or the person you're dealing with. Whoever is being left out, they don't want to be left out. They're either trying to avoid this from happening, or they're like trying to get back in the good graces of the person they're dealing with. So, but it may not be easy, because there's just sadness here. I'm detecting. For some of you, again, there could be problems with ego. There's lack of balance, impatience, emotional change, and conflict. Yeah, I have another 8 of Cups. So walking away and putting emotional distance between, a person putting emotional distance between them and another, or just walking away, distancing themselves emotionally, possibly also physically. Focusing on work, focusing on money, security, and stability. I have another Tower in reverse, clarifying the Tower in reverse. Somebody really wants to turn things around in their favor or avoid a disaster here or fix a disaster. I don't know. Somebody's going to be working really hard at like a new beginning in their life. Like this could be a new job or a new ways of earning money, property, a project, or it could be a relationship, but it's something tangible. I think this is you, Taurus, but it could be the other person, so take it as it resonates. But it looks like you're going to be working really hard at something that offers a lot of tangible potential. Again, for some of you, this does involve finances. For others, this could be like your relationship or marriage or family situation of longevity. But somebody's going to work really hard at turning a disaster over, like trying to reverse a disaster or fix it or overcome it or avoid it, depending on whether you've already experienced like a moment that felt like disastrous or you feel like it's coming up ahead. It will differ depending on where you're at in the timeline here when it comes to these energies. I think Three of Cups in reverse. Like I said, somebody here, likely the person you're dealing with, have a problem with overindulgence. Like they go out of balance. And again, this could be about addictions. It could be about substance abuse and drinking or partying too much, gossiping too much, socializing a little too much eating, too much shopping. There's so many different ways of like overindulgence. It's like, you know, falling prey to your vice. And somebody here is, one of you here is definitely having trouble with that. This is also, Taurus, if you're being left, if this person is distancing themselves from you, you feel like you don't have emotional support, you don't have, emotional stability and security and happiness here. For some reason I'm getting like, even when you're together with them, there could be troubles with how you feel, like emotionally supported or not. Or the person you're dealing with may feel like they don't have enough emotional support, care, and nurture, like stability and security. But you feel like abandoned. It's like you're feeling abandoned, and you're going to work really hard on turning things around in your favor. Whether that has to do with trying to get back in good graces with this person, or you're trying to move on from what happened, and putting focus on areas of your life that needs your attention, that has some challenges or lacking in some sense. Yeah. Anything else? The Star in reverse. So you're not healing. You're getting to a point where you feel hopeless, where you feel like you lack clarity about what to do in the future. You may fall prey to pessimistic thoughts. Why are you not healing? Wow. Sadness. You have to do a lot of, well, I won't say a lot, okay. Oh. So this is saying that you're not healing, or you feel hopeless, or like you're losing your hope, or you're being pessimistic, lacking clarity as well. There is, again, the Sun in reverse. I had the Sun in reverse come up before as well. And this is like, not having the freedom, not having happiness and joy, not having clarity about your path, about your relationship, or your emotions, yourself, or the person you're dealing with, or in general, I don't know, just not having clarity. And I have the King of Swords again. This could be you, Taurus. So whoever is coming off really cold in this connection is the King of Swords. So for some of you, Taurus, maybe you're the one who comes off very like rational and logical, but a little cold and distant. For others of you, it could be the person you're dealing with. That's how they come off. But I feel like you're losing hope, or you're being pessimistic because you're looking at things from a head space. You're looking at things from a mental space. You're trying to be rational and logical, and maybe even a little cold, whether you intend to be or not. And you're trying to analyze this sadness from a rational point of view, which is falling short, which is leading, like combining like negative emotions, sadness, lack of joy, with like your mental body, your thinking. It's ending up producing very like negative assumptions about the future, about this person, negative predictions that are not really grounded. You may think so, but they're not. They're just very hopeless, and it's keeping you from healing, keeping you from moving on from a lot of like sadness and despair here. What will help you actually heal is going to be the High Priestess, which is your intuition. So you need to let go of too much like thinking, overthinking, rationalizing, being too logical, being cold, being a little distant, being a little removed, whether you intend to be or not. Instead, you need to pay attention to your intuition, and don't confuse your mind, your thoughts with your intuition. So your intuitive process will be what will deliver you out of this sadness, this conflict, this drama, this hopelessness, and all that you're experiencing here. So if that's not you, then it's the person you're dealing with. If you're not the one who's being like too cold and logical and rational and pessimistic and hopeless and stuff like that, then they're the ones who need to tap into their intuition and use their intuition as a guide to, be healthier, make healthier life choices, healthier behaviors, healthier thinking. So yeah, take it how it resonates. There's a lot of defensiveness here. I'm sensing. Yeah, a lot of defensiveness. You've been dealing with this person for a while. You may feel like you hit a roadblock that you cannot overcome, like you hit a dead end, a wall. You feel like, or somebody here in this mix feels like there is just no success, no victory here, no emotional security here, or stability. Yeah. It's like one person has a lot more emotions than the other person here that they're expressing. One of you is also being very like possibly stubborn, but also like resisting change, and very focused on like material values, material things, being materialistic in a way, or self-centered, or self-focused. So listen, self-centered comes off a little negative, but this person is like focused on themselves and their values and their material security and so on, and they don't really like change much. So that could also be a problem here. But yeah, that is Taurus for September. If this does resonate with you in any kind of way, please do like the video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience, Taurus. I wish you the best. Love you guys. Hopefully I'll see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.